Hey yo, Curdy Cool is back on the scene once again, yo. Good morning to all the beautiful people out there. Hey yo, I am back on this AJ Armstrong case. I mean, the boy was found guilty. Y'all know what I'm saying? Prosecutors did a great job with all the facts and the evidence. Everything for facts pointed to AJ Armstrong, baby. Now, it is a whole lot of people out here, y'all. They are still in that same frame of mind. They don't want to accept the fact that AJ was found guilty, yo. I mean, y'all check this out now. See now, I think AJ felt like he was too smart for his britches. What I mean by that now remember now, AJ comes down the stairway with surgical gloves on. He placed the weapon on the countertop. He goes into the drawer and finds a piece of paper and scribble a note. We've been watching you. Now y'all check this out now. Now, he forgot to do one thing, and it would have really made it look like that Josh was involved with that situation if he would have did this one thing, y'all. Right after he scribbled the note, if AJ would have walked to the front door, disarmed the alarm, beep, 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 beep. Now open and close the door and lock it back. Y'all see what I'm saying? Now, that would have sent a message to the alarm system, the monitoring system. Okay, somebody disarmed the alarm at such time, went out the front door, closed it back, and locked the door. See? But that never happened. Y'all see what I'm saying? So that is proof and facts right there that it is what it is, baby. So Josh never came into that house. And so this is the thing that a whole lot of people is talking about. That is that folks still don't want to accept the fact. And they're still out here trying to put it off on Josh when Josh did not create this crime. You know, people out here, they create the crime, but they cannot deal with the time, y'all. I mean, he created this. Now, I remember, a year ago, Curdy Cool, I was on this case pretty strong. I think I had made a video. Just go ahead on, make a plea bargain. A plea bargain. Just plead guilty. They may give you 25 years, but half of that would get you 12 years. Now, I think I made a video somewhere in there explaining that. Why don't you just make a plea bargain, AJ? About a year ago or so. I mean, because all the facts and the truth, everything was pointing at AJ. The whole world knew and saw all the facts that AJ did this crime. I mean, prosecutors proved all the facts, the evidence, everything was on the table. Nothing was made up. The truth is the truth, and the truth shall set you free. I know there's a whole lot of people out there who love AJ and don't want to give it up, but your boy is going to prison for a long, long time, baby, before parole. Now, what happened when he tried to appeal it? What come out of it? I have no idea, yeah. But the facts is the facts. Now, my thing is, if he would have did that one little thing, yo, right after he written that note, now he could have really messed Josh up, yo. I mean, AJ was so smart for his britches, but that one thing, if he would have, like, right after that note was placed on that countertop, baby, oh, immediately go to the front door, keypad, boop, 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 to the alarm system, boop, 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 boop. Just open and close the door, boom, boom, and lock it back. The monitors would have picked it up. Whoever it was at certain time went out the house, messed with the keypad, realarm, opened the door, left. Now, when he went upstairs, called Josh, tell Josh all about it. Somebody is in the house. Somebody did this, did that. It would have looked like that Josh left the house. But see, it didn't happen that way. So that's why I know for a fact they got AJ, baby. It is what it is. I just wanted to come on and say that this morning. I mean, the truth is the truth. The prosecutors did a damn good job, yeah, proving all the facts, all the evidence. It is what it is. Good example, you cannot bring a kid up and overly spoil them, y'all, and never discipline those kids, spoiling them, just overly spoiling them too much while they're babies and kids, giving them everything, y'all, until now you have brought this kid up to feel like that everything is about me. And now when they can't have their way, but then, you know, it's about to go down up in here. It's some kids in this world, y'all spoil them so bad, give them everything they want and need, y'all, while they're babies. And then when they do the least little wrongful things out here, people out here, oh, don't whip him, don't touch her, oh, don't discipline her, oh, don't say nothing. You did not tell my kid to sit down and respect your father or respect your mother or respect your grandmother. You did not do none of those things all the time while that kid is coming up. You know what I mean? It's mothers and grandmothers out here who spoil kids, y'all. They spoil them so bad, yo. Just overpower them with too much gifts, too much everything, yo. And then when they don't get certain things, oh, they look at you like it's something terribly wrong with you. You are not letting me have my way. You are not letting my needs met. See, there's certain people out here, y'all, who can create narcissist kids, y'all, with this kind of lifestyle, not being able to chastise them, traumatizing them so bad in their upbringing. They create a monster, baby. They create a monster. So it goes from the early stages in the kid's life in the way that you bring them up, in which the way they should go. You see, a whole lot of mothers out here and grandmothers are traumatizing these kids so bad. I mean, just overly spoiling them, taking them away from their pure blood fathers or blood mothers or grandmothers, just taking all that stuff away and twisting these kids' mind up, y'all, until they just got so much traumatized, being traumatized so bad, until it's no respect, you know? They lose all respect for their fathers and their mothers. You know what I mean? I'm not calling my father. I don't have nothing to do with my father because my mother kept me away from my father, you know, traumatized me so bad until when I was a kid and a baby. I mean, I never had a father, but because that crazy ass grandma and mother traumatized that kid so bad, kept him away. You see what I'm saying? You cannot do that and traumatize a kid and expect for that kid to be a 100 in their right mind when they grow up. Because you have left a scar on that kid for the rest of their life, yeah. Hey, I'm out here. I just thought I'd come back again, yeah. I'm just reading a whole lot of comments, y'all, on this AJ when they came through with the deliberation on 13, y'all. I'm just reading the comments. Certain people, y'all, I guess fans of AJ, they still do not want to accept the fact. But it is what it is. All the facts, all the evidence was proven against AJ. And the bottom line is that he tried to put it off on Josh. Now, the whole family destroyed Josh's reputation. Now, let's say they are out here still talking about AJ. AJ is in prison, y'all. Josh's reputation has been destroyed by that family. Okay, everybody was ganging up on Josh, talking about Josh had a serious problem and all kind of crazy stuff they was using against Josh to try to put this whole big mess on Josh. Y'all know what I'm saying? That young man was traumatized, y'all. From the grandmother, grandfather, little sis, AJ, being traumatized. You did this, you was the one did this. Now they got a monitoring bracelet on AJ, and they are constantly trying to put it off on Josh. He's got a mentally ill problem. He's this, he's that. At least he showed some remorse and some emotion after he got the bad news, y'all. I mean, I would have been upset too and showed a whole lot of emotion and would have been upset. What? I'd grab my shotgun, my 45 and 38. Y'all excuse my expression. But, you know what I mean? Josh was very upset, y'all. That can emotionally traumatize you so bad in your mind, baby. And then the nice guy always is the one who get the kick in the butt. And then they tried to flip it around off on Josh. You know what I mean? The man's character has been destroyed, y'all, by his family. You know what I mean? I mean, it is what it is. His character was destroyed. I don't know how he is going to deal with this and accept this, but I guess he need to get into some counseling. And it is something that Josh is going to have to live with this for the rest of his life. And then to continue on hearing certain family members and family members still, like, in the back of their mind, they still want to say Josh did this when he did not do it, y'all. Now, I just proved that final point, y'all. Back it up. AJ had surgical gloves on. He come down the stairway. He pulled out the drawer, found a piece of paper, took his time, wrote a kitty note. We've been watching you, or whatever it was that he written. Placed it on the counter. Now, he forgot to do one thing, yeah. If AJ, before he flushed his gloves, would immediately went to the front door, yeah, to the alarm system, disarmed the alarm. Boop, 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 boop. Now the motion already picking somebody's up in the house, y'all. He run to the front door, boop, 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 boop. And now he opened and closed the door and rearm the alarm. Boom, 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 boom. Now, he wait, what, 10, 15, 20 minutes. He run upstairs. It would have looked like that Josh went home. So now AJ called him, hey, all this stuff going on, with our parents, But see, that was one thing that messed AJ up, because he could not front it off, because the time when little sis set the alarm, that alarm stayed armed until the cops got there that morning. Y'all know what I'm saying? And it was never touched up until that time. See, that is where AJ got caught in the track. Now, it would have been a different thing, like I said earlier, if he would have went to alarm, boom, boom, open and close the door, and then rearm the alarm, it would have looked like Josh went out the house. But it's the little things that will always get you caught up in the act, get you caught up in the track. Now, I think the whole city of Houston, I think they did an outstanding job. The judges, the prosecutors. His defense attorney was on it. They did their best to represent AJ, but it wasn't good enough, because the facts is the facts. You cannot just come into the court system and then try to twist everything up into your own favor. You know what I mean? And you're not sticking to the evidence and the facts. So, the prosecutor did a great job, an awesome job, demonstrating the facts and sticking to all the evidence. Y'all know what I'm saying? And the judge did a beautiful job being a judge. One of the best, one of the finest. I got to give it to her. You know what I mean? So, the city of Houston can appreciate good professional people. You don't really hear too many people talking about the judges and the attorneys and the great jobs that they are doing out here. They are doing an awesome job. The finest and the best, baby. Yes, I think the city of Houston should win an award for the judges and the attorneys and all that on this AJ case, baby. Because they did not have to send it to California or send it to another state. Houston represent, because we on top of our game, baby. We are a game changer, not going along with a bunch of nonsense. When the crooks and these people out here do all this stuff, create all these crimes, man, the right people out here in the city of Houston, we are going to stand up for justice and for the truth and for what is right. And the facts, people is going to have to learn to understand the facts and move on with their life. I always remember this saying what my mother used to always say: the truth shall set you free. Now, there's some people out here, y'all, who will never want to accept the truth. They do so much wrong out here, they just do not want to accept the truth. And all the facts and all the evidence is right there. And you got people out here, y'all, oh, I just don't believe my grandson would have did this. I don't believe he would have did this. He would believe that. I mean, I got to give it to you. AJ was so smooth, baby. That was a smooth young man. He was almost as smooth as CURTIEECOOL'S, baby. I mean, he was so smooth, y'all. I mean, he had all of them, y'all. He had them all. He played on. I was listening to some of those playbacks and all the different things that was going on. I mean, he had a word for everything, yeah. I mean, that young man was so smooth and so cool, y'all. I could have swore he was CURTIEECOOL'S, baby. He had a word for everything. That wasn't no 16-year-old during that time. That was a 30-year-old grown-ass man in his mind. Because he was like so smart and so wise in the way he thought he had it all together, but he forgot to do one thing, baby. Right after that note, he should have ran to the front door, disarmed the alarm, boop, 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 open and close the door, boop, boop. Then walked around in the house. Okay, now I go flush the glove, boom. Now I go on upstairs, check some things out, baby. Peep in the room, see what's up. And now I'll go call Josh. This is not a funny matter, y'all. But I'm keeping it real. Hey, y'all, Curtie Cool. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I just wanted to come on again and brush up and talk about this stuff. Everybody's talking about this stuff, y'all. Hey, grandma out here, the whole family still out here. Still don't want to believe the facts and the truth and still trying to point the finger at Josh. Man, y'all should just let Josh heal and be at peace. Y'all should try to help counsel Josh. I mean, I know if I was in that situation, it would be a long time before I could come around my family who does this to me and try to accuse me of something that I did not do, traumatize me so bad, destroy my character. Man, I would be so messed up, y'all. It would be some years before I would go around anybody, y'all. Y'all know what I'm saying? So anyway, Curtie Cool, I'm going to end the show. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Hey, this case, it is what it is. Let the Armstrongs rest in peace. They deserve that. I knew one day God was going to turn this thing around, because what is dead in the dark shall come to life and come to the light. One day, y'all, one day, God will not let this go unnoticed. You will get away for so long. One day, it all will hit you like a freight train. Always remember that. When I was a little boy, yeah. See, my parents would sit down and talk to us. Just talk to us. Just have a decent conversation. Let me kind of school you a little bit about life, young man. It's going to be some things. While you're coming up as a child, you need to learn how to be a child and stay in a child's place. We only give you what you need, what you don't want, but what you need. We are the parents, and you're going to have to respect your parents no matter what. So we never had any problems, y'all, when I was a kid coming up. No talk back, no cursing and fussing and no arguing. I mean, we got whatever. Okay, if they say, okay, this is what you want for Christmas. If we said we wanted a bike, well, okay, you got a bike. And it wasn't no talk back. If we had a little old girlfriend, we wasn't like, okay, we can't see the little old girl. We can't talk to her on the phone. They say, put the phone down. 9 o'clock, nobody talks on the phone. We respected that, y'all. Okay, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. That's the way I was brought up when I was a kid. Y'all know what I'm saying? So a lot of people has got this twisted. They need to go back to the old school method of bringing up kids, baby, because it is totally different now. These kids out here, y'all, will chase you out of your own house, your own home, y'all. Try to mess you up and take all your inheritance, all your blessings, and flip it around like it's something wrong with you. And you up in your house, y'all, going to work every day, putting food on the table, dressing them up real nice, put them in nice cars, putting money in their pocket. They going to school with suits, neckties, all that mess on. And then they come home, hey, you don't let me go to the party down in Galveston, baby. It's going to be some mess up in here, baby, up in here. But you take my little Mustang and give it to Josh? Oh, hell no. What? You telling me my grade going downhill, baby? What? Oh, shit. I'm gonna get high here up in here, baby. Shit. Damn, you know what I'm saying? These kids today, y'all, will flip a note on your ass in a minute. Hey, y'all, Curdy Cool, I'm gonna end this show. Y'all be good in the neighborhood. Curdy, y'all have a good one. If you guys agree upon what I've been talking about in this show, y'all leave a comment. It is what it is, baby. AJ has got to do his time. It is what it is. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Sometimes people create the last draw and the last straw upon their life. You know what I mean? It's how you deal with the cards that was dished to you from the moment when you was a baby or a child. Now you played the wrong card, the wrong way, and when these kids grew up the wrong way, y'all, being given everything, being spoiled with everything, never being chastised with different things that they do out here, y'all, traumatizing them, keeping them away from the other parent, just mess them all up, y'all. Can't have certain things now. It's gonna be some mess up in here, baby. Or it's not gonna be no remorse about nothing. It's not gonna be, oh shit, I don't have no love, I don't have no empathy. I don't care about nobody. I don't care about my father. I don't have to call him. Shit, I was traumatized by my crazy ass grandma and my mother. I don't have to call him. You know what I mean? This is the kind of attitude when kids have been misled and these grandmas and these mothers put a curse on these kids and mess them all up. And then they grew up just acting kind of funny and weird. Just acting weird, baby. It is what it is, baby. Hey, y'all, Curdy Cool. I am going to end this show. Y'all have another blissful day. God is real. And what's real in this case? And the facts is the facts, baby. I had to come on and do my little final talk about this case. I appreciate the judge that was on this case, the prosecutors, the attorneys, the jurors did an awesome job. I mean, the facts and the evidence stood out like a green thorn, baby. So anyway, you guys stay blessed. Y'all have a good one. Curdy Cool. Okay, bye.